Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's digression is planned but not scripted. Actually, that's not true. I did write a script, but then I wasn't happy with it, so I discarded it and now I'm doing this live. Hopefully I can do this in one take, which is a lie. This is take number 55. Maybe more. So today's digression is focusing on the topic of working from home. Now, I'm sure this is a concept you all became familiar with during the pandemic when government restrictions and regulations ordered people to work from home. But this concept has actually been around a lot longer than that. In fact, if you are familiar with the gig economy, websites like Fiverr, Upwork, work from home is the mainstay there. That's how people make money. They don't have offices. Well, maybe some of the more established ones, but generally people are working from home. So anyways, that's not what I wanted to focus on because we know what work from home is. What I kind of want to focus on today is talking about the narrative shift that has happened regarding this concept around February, March. So up until Jan 2024, if you look at the articles from major publications, you'll notice that they were extremely supportive of working from home. There were a few articles here and there where they said like it's not good, it's not the best thing, but majority of them were very supportive, right? They said things like work from home is helping combat depression. It's helping people save more money. It's, people are spending more time with their families. They're saving time not commuting to work, so on and so forth. And we're also saving the planet. I'm sure some of you will remember when greenhouse gases sort of started to go down. There was less smog. There was less air pollution because people weren't driving as much. And, we worked from home and we made the planet run. And anyway, so February comes along, Feb 2024 comes along, and the narrative shifts. So it's no longer the best thing since sliced bread. Now it's basically something the devil himself sent up. I don't know if any of you have been following popular publications like Business Insider, Financial Times, New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, where the whole narrative now is we need to bring employees back into the office. They're not productive. They're, cheating their employers by basically just moving the mouse and not doing their job. They're not showing more initiative. They're waking up at 8:59 a.m. for a 9 a.m. meeting, so on and so forth, right? And obviously the memes and YouTube videos haven't helped, but the general sentiment is that work from home is now being viewed as a negative. And now you have corporations coming out, like Dell just came out and said like, employees need to work from home or they will be fired or laid off. And none of this was making sense to me, right? Because I worked from home for 4 years, right? I started my job and then I was ordered to work from home and I worked from home. I was successful. I did everything that I needed to do. I achieved all my goals and, I collaborated with my teammates. I collaborated with my boss. I collaborated with all the other employees. There was synergy. All of the good stuff happened. So what changed all of a sudden? Like why this burning desire to bring everyone back into the office? And it was a question that's been bothering me for the last few months. And so I spent some time doing research. I went around, I spoke to recruiters because I have hundreds of them in my phone now, given that I applied to so many jobs. Spoke to a couple of founders. I spoke to, my friends and family, and I asked them how they feel about work from home. And to sum it in a couple of words for you, they think it's the best thing that's happened. They think the fact that they can spend more time with their families, the usual list, spend more time with your family, save money, blah, 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 blah. So they loved it. So nothing was adding up for me. So I had to go dig deeper, right? Like I had to get really, really deep into this issue to find out what's actually happening. And I thought there were going to be tons of reasons, right? Like probably a conspiracy somewhere, the Illuminati. No. So it all comes down to actually one simple thing. And you're not going to believe this. All of this comes down to real estate. Right? We can argue about control and power trips and whatnot, but those are not the driving factors. The driving factors is actually real estate. That's why they want you back in the office. See, the companies that you work for, they don't really own the offices. Well, some of them probably do, but The majority of them are leasing or financing or renting these office spaces, right? So you have commercial landlords, and if you're someone that owns a building, you probably have a lot of money, which means you have a lot of money to invest. And where do you think these people are going and investing their money when they realize that people are working from home, companies want to downsize because it makes no economical sense to have a large office? Where do you think these people are running off to? They're running off to the biggest publications they can find because they have the money, and they're convincing them, well, not convincing them, they're forcing them basically to say these things. And if you look at the people that are invested in these publications like Business Insiders, Financial Times, Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and whatnot, like most of the investors, the big ones, also own real estate. And they have huge chunks of money in real estate. So it's in their best interest to make sure that, the need for office space continues because it grows their wealth, right? And that's the whole reason why work from home is being negatively bashed right now. I looked everywhere, man. I looked everywhere. I tried to find academic sources to find out, is there something that I am missing? Is there some mental aspect that I'm missing? Is there some psychological aspect that I'm missing that only these people know and the rest of us we're too illiterate to understand? Nope, it's real estate. It's all about real estate at the end of the day because, that's all it is, money. And it's sad. It's really sad because we worked from home during the pandemic, and this is a well-known fact that corporations posted record profits during the pandemic, right? There were massive stock buybacks, but majority of the people were working from home. So if we were successful back then, what's changed now? We have the technology, we have ultra-fast internet, we have, all these VoIP tools like Zoom, Skype, Teams, Google Meet, so many, God, how many accounts? But we have all of these tools, right? More came up during the pandemic and they're still running, they're still successful. So it all comes down to real estate. That's the whole reason why you are being made miserable, is because some investor somewhere wants to make a ton of money, and the only way they're going to do it is by making you miserable, by forcing you back into the office. Now, I'm not saying that being in the office does not have its merits. It's fun to be in the office, once or twice a week. I used to go to the office once a week. It was fun. But working from home was the best thing because my purpose is to do my job and that's it, right? Give me the task that is assigned to me, I will do it and I'll hand it back to you. You give me a team to manage, I will manage the team and, we'll get the job done. I don't need to physically see them. I don't need to be holding their hands. I don't need to be looking over their shoulders. They will get the job done. They're responsible adults. But, it seems that the people we have in charge are seeing it differently, or maybe they're being forced. Who knows? But I think, they're also probably invested in real estate. So anyways, I kind of wanted to make this sort of short but quick video on why work from home is being bashed negatively right now. We've had all of this benefit for so long, and this sudden narrative shift it's just disheartening that, we have to suffer just so someone else can make money. And we can't talk about it because then they, threaten us with getting fired or getting, laid off or whatever it is, right? Literally companies are threatening people that if you don't return to the office, go find a new job. How does that work? I did my job, man. I did my job during the pandemic. I did my job for so long. Now you want me to come back to the office and you're threatening to fire me? Something isn't right. And even the government is now involved, which also doesn't make any sense because most government jobs you can do working from home. I mean, politicians, they do absolutely nothing anyway, so it's best that they sit at home anyways. But that's sort of the point that I'm trying to make is, I know this is beginning to sound like a bit of a rant, but what I wanted to communicate is that the war on work from home is because of commercial real estate landlords. Yes, there might be companies, that, mandate working from home because they feel like that's the best thing. But those are people that are stuck in the 50s, 60s, or 70s, most likely 50s. But majority of it is coming down to, what it comes down to is real estate. I'm going to post some references in the description so you know exactly, where I'm coming from. I'll also post the articles in the description that talked about work from home positively and then negatively. So you'll have all of this you can refer to. I'll try and post some screenshots as well on in this video. But that's kind of what I wanted to sort of digress about today, is the war on work from home. One thing, real estate. I spent 6 months researching this. That's all it came down to. Anyways, hopefully you found this informative. It's not the best made video, but hopefully you found this informative. And if you really like this content, if you like me just, digressing with you unscripted, please like, share, and comment on this video. We're also getting close to 200 subscribers, so that's a big bonus. The last video itself added about 60 subscribers, so I'm pretty happy with that. So thank you all for subscribing. And I will see you in the next video, which will be a proper planned and scripted one. I'm almost done with it. It'll be out soon. Take care. Bye-bye.